Well, hello there, everyone. The first week of 2 streams in the same week. It's a good week. Today we're going to work on the Redwoods mostly. There are some areas like this where I haven't done as much yet, so I'd like to catch it up to the rest. Hello there, a nice man. A familiar name. How are you today? I'm gonna get some of this placed. Oh yes. It was a Redwoods kind of day. I woke up, I went outside and saw mine, and I was like, yeah, Redwoods. Which makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot I haven't done over here, so I want to rectify that. Let's see. Need to get all these placed. I'll try not to do too much of the volumes like last time, but unfortunately it's just part of setting up an environment. But there's a lot missing from this particular area of the Redwoods, so I wanted to get it caught up to speed. What's everyone's plans today? Lots of stuff to do? That's not what we're looking for. Oh, that's way over there. And that as well. Nothing wrong with having nothing to do. A relaxing day. Let's see. I really thought I just placed this volume, but I am not seeing it anywhere. As you see, I'm still waking up. It's one of those days I can't get going. So I guess I just missed that one volume is all. It's okay. We shall survive. Okay, so let's get some of these put down. Mainly just the trees for now. I'll come back for the smaller stuff that always takes a lot longer to place. Looks like some of it's already here, actually. This shouldn't take very long to pop up. Due to the size of these trees, it doesn't take quite as many as some of the other biomes. To make sure I didn't have Discord running in the background. Yeah, today I think we're going to try and make this area a bit more interesting and cover up some of these cliff sides you can see to the left. I know this is the least fun part of starting a new area, but I've been overdue to redo this spot for a little while. Yeah, I'm also excited for the tech demo to come out. We're pretty close. It's doing really well right now. I was on a long call last night with one of our programmers, or a couple of them actually, so we could get some stuff in before the update. I already know it's going to spawn them all over this mountain that I put there in one of the streams in the background. Which we don't want, but it's a lot faster than painting them manually, so I'll take it. Give me just a moment while I check something on OBS. Okay, we're good. I wanted to make sure it was actually using the right mic. I have one input noise canceled, so we don't have a bunch of sound in the background, so luckily that is the one it's using. I'm considering coming back and manually painting these because I don't want you to have to stare at a frozen screen for 10 minutes. So I'm going to start up a second one in the background. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Looks like this was going to take a little longer than I thought it would. So I'm going to load up to the same spot in the background. Yeah, I was hoping it wouldn't be so time consuming to generate these, but I think in this case it might be better just while we're streaming to paint it, because otherwise you'll be staring at a frozen screen for a while. That's no fun. Well, I just pulled it up on my other monitor. We'll come back to the same area. And I'm going to shut down the other one that's in the background. The question is, which one is the other one? I say we take a guess. Yes, picked the right one. Okay, now we'll get back to what we were doing. Let's just manually paint these. Yeah, I can't wait for everybody to see the tech demo update. Need to adjust this a little bit. Let's see. Yes, I know exactly which one you're talking about. I used to love building huge bridges and stuff like that over the pit. It looks like we already have some medium trees over here. Looks like just a small area is missing them. Just seeing how dense we want to go. I think I just played too many hours of the forest and got bored, so I wanted to do crazy things. Eventually I needed more to do. We're definitely going to come back and tweak how dense this is, probably. But we'll see. Sons of the Forest 2, I loved that game. I've been thinking about playing it again recently, but I already have so many games in my backlog. I bought Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Final Fantasy 16, and I haven't played either of them yet. Well, I played like 1 hour of Final Fantasy 16. But I always get distracted like, oh, this looks cool, this would look cool in Echoes of Extinction, and then I'm back working on the game. Yes, there are, normally. In this area, I still need to paint some. At first, I felt the same way about the sequel, but it ended up growing on me a lot, so eventually I liked it. Just, yeah, probably not as much as the first one. The first one was pretty great. See how dense this is. That should work. We'll just go back and touch it up a little bit, see how it feels. It's always a bit of experimentation to get the density right. And we need clearings and stuff like that. I don't know if I've seen that game. Let's see how it looks. I think this is pretty reasonable for the trees. And now we need some rocks. Is this too much? It's fun. Oh. Oh. Floating rock. See, for a lot of these, I set up rules before I paint them like this, so they still end up at least close to where I want them. Like these rocks, they'll mostly pop up on specific inclines. There we go. That one is inside a tree, and we don't need that. I really am looking forward, though, to finally getting around to Final Fantasy 16. That one looks pretty awesome, and I always love Final Fantasy. I just can't decide whether to play that first or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because that one also is high up on my list. I don't have a cat, but I would love to have one again. I just have too many pets right now. 7 cats, though. That's pretty brutal. That's a lot of work. Mainly with the litter box. Sorry if my voice is a little raspy today. I can't tell if I'm getting sick or if it's just allergies. Just don't know this time of year. Hope I'm not sick. I've been home most of the week, except for when I go out to scan stuff, like a normal person. 15 years old. Cats do live a pretty long time, though, don't they? In comparison to dogs, at least. Yeah, I feel like cats and my python probably wouldn't get along that well because cats are too curious. I feel like I couldn't trust them around my tank for the snake. So a lot of times what I do is like this. I'll go painting stuff all over the place, and then I go back and I look for certain areas where I want to do something a little different. And then I touch it up. It's just kind of a block out to help me see what I want. That's crazy. Most cats that old don't look anything like they used to. I'm jealous though. I want to get a cat again one day. I love them. They're just so chill. I'm just one of those people that gets overstimulated a little easily, I guess. So I like really chilled out pets. So we're not going to cover all of these in these rocks, just some spots. Some of this we're going to put bigger actual cliffside pieces. I believe it. I definitely feel better. My pet rabbit purrs too. I would say that's pretty healing. He comes and sits on my lap or my chest every night while I'm watching TV. It's awesome. Once again, I have to say this is my favorite thing about Nanite, being able to go absolutely nuts with the amount of things in one area. That's my thing. Thousands of rocks. Rocks are just great, like ferns. Obviously. And the rest of that I think we're going to leave for bigger models. Ooh, look at that. 100,000 little rock patches. Excellent. Now that, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to put there. You're right, you're right. Ferns will trample anything they feel like trampling. It's part of their nature. Can't stop it. May as well embrace it. Ferns don't care. Also, admittedly, I love rocks because they're almost like free performance with nanite. I love it. Although mostly it's when they're actually painted out in the woods. Look at that. Tree inside the mountain. That's normal. Some of these need to go. Yeah, you can see how I just kind of came over here and put a bunch of stuff and then went off to other areas just so I'd have something over here. So we're going to rectify that today. I did not know that about ferns. Now I do. Even more reason to love them. I don't really know why, but I want to grow some. I'm just not sure how exciting it would really be. Because I don't think they grow anywhere in my area naturally. You know what? There is a better way to do this. Let's actually erase these rocks. I set up a volume just for doing this. I've actually used it on the stream before. So we're going to use it today. I'm actually going to remove some of those trees too, just so we can get them out of the way. Very good. Yes. She cannot get rid of the ferns. I won't allow it. Send them to me. If she wants them gone, I will take them. I think this is probably the one we want to use. Let's try it out. So I used this when we made the little ravine with the waterfall in the Redwoods. So we could put a bunch of rocks in one area. So we're going to use it again today. Exactly. Would you want to make lizards homeless? I don't. It would just be rude, probably. Luckily, this volume won't take nearly as long. See? Just like that. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know if I've seen that before. Want some of these gone. Don't need it so dense down where people are walking. And that happens to be floating. I'm gonna have to look that up. I haven't seen those before. And I'm actually making my own Redwoods pack, so that would really help. But we need some paths through here before I go too much further. But we're also going to touch up the edge of this pit. It could use a little work. Yes, I can confirm it's fun. I'm just glad so many people are interested because I really want to keep working on this game for a long time. I happen to be a fan of it. Especially when it's later on and I've done most of the groundwork for the map. It'll be even better because I'll be focusing on smaller, interesting areas, which I mean, I'm already making interesting areas, sure, but it'll be different when I can focus a little more specifically on that. I want to get some of these off the side of the mountain. I'm legit gonna copy the name of that plant from the chat so I can look it up. Oh yes, I've seen that before. Could definitely make that. Just need to check this, make sure it's not jagged anywhere, or at least more than what I want. Okay. Very good. So now I want to cover up the top of this area. I guess before we put more paths down. I don't really know if any of these would fit that well. Let's take a look. I think we could use them. See how they look. Yeah, it's a good idea. I'm definitely going to see if I can get everything I need to make those. Be pretty cool. I think I can work with this. Let's see. Once I get kind of a layout going here, it makes it a little easier to make more of them. Is that B? Okay. We can cover up these bottom pieces pretty easily. Let's just move this around a little bit. Oh, I'm loving it. It's been really nice. Definitely going to be better for my my back too. My back was always hurting from my old job, and now I think this will be a lot better. I'm definitely happy about it. It's pretty great. Spending all the time I can working on the game. I could not ask for anything more. Let's see. Definitely won't do this the whole way around, but I think in some spots this fits in pretty well. So now for the rest, we're going to change it up a little bit. Yeah, I think like that. Yeah, this will be a bit more efficient on time. Something tells me people probably will do that. Let's move this one over here, I think. Yeah, I imagine that probably will happen. I'm looking forward to moments like that. Or walking through the forest at night during a storm or something. You just never know what could happen. Sorry, just a moment. Sorry, give me just a second. Okay. Let's pack this all into one actor. Yes, that's exactly the kind of moment I've thought of. It would be terrifying. Go. You know, I feel like it's probably not normal to reflexively die, but you know, I could be wrong. So I'm going to do more of the cliffs later on, but I could spend the entire video making a cliff. So we're going to stop for a moment and do some pathways through here. That's a good question. I'm really not sure. I've thought about that too. I guess it kind of helps that our game isn't technically set on Earth, so we could kind of redefine some things. Yeah, I've thought the same thing. I know one of our sound guys has been working on things like this, but I haven't gotten to hear them yet. Although the sounds we do already have are really high quality and I love it. I'm really picky about sound quality, so I was happy we got somebody good at it. Yes, I did hear that. I feel like I spend an embarrassing amount of time watching dinosaur stuff on YouTube. Can't help it. That and Redwoods videos. I like to study environments a little bit so I can try to mimic them. Let me save this before I get too far. Yes. Goose game. I'll take it. Always gotta love waiting on the landscape to rebuild. Good times. Sorry, I need to readjust my chair. There we go. I think it might be time to buy a new chair. That is true. I never used to stream anything, so this is all very new for me. I didn't know how nice it could be just sitting and chatting. Like occasionally I would stream on my personal channel, but I never did very often. That's amazing. I would love to see that in real life. I definitely plan on going to the Redwood National Park as soon as I can. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, really, talking to people here on the stream is the most social interaction I have all week. generally stick to myself and just work on the game. It's just so fun to work on because there's so many different places to make here. A huge map with lots of variety. Definitely an environment artist dream. Oh. There is a chance I might cut the stream a little shorter than usual today. Beginning to suspect I might be sick. But we'll see. I'm gonna push it as long as I can go. Definitely gonna have to go back and remove some of these trees. So I think we'll go back through and wipe out the grass that pops up automatically on the pathways and remove some of those trees. Now I lost it. Oh, there it is. I actually forgot that Oregon had redwoods. Oh, I forgot to say though, there are some days I sit around just watching streamers, but I think the ones I watch are probably a little too big to where they're not actually going to respond to me. There's something just so relaxing about making paths. I think it's just something to focus on and takes a little while. It's nice. Really, I just like working in this area in general. There's definitely at least one more thing I want to do before the stream is over. So we'll probably start on that next. Just wanted to get some of this pathway put in. I think one thing I'd like to do soon is replace the fir trees here. They're just not quite what I want. I'll keep fir trees, but I'd like to make better ones. I'm also looking forward to getting started on a big secret on the map soon. The secret will be revealed, just not yet. Oh yeah, I definitely agree. The the rest of the redwoods has it thicker than this, but there's not a whole lot I've done here yet. I just kind of basically started this area. So definitely get more dense than it is now. Mostly the ground clutter. I feel like at some point I might end up just removing this grass that pops up on the pathways because I spend so much time removing it. But there are just certain situations where I use it, and it makes it a lot faster. It's a difficult choice. Should be most of it. I'm gonna double check. Okay. Just need to remove some of these trees and work on the cliffside a little bit on the other side of this. Yo. Yeah, I probably will end it a little early today because I'm feeling a bit rough at the moment, but I'll still be streaming again on Tuesday. That'll be a regular thing now, luckily. I love doing the streams, so definitely happy about it. Oh wait, wrong one. Need to remove some of those plants too. What I'm thinking about doing, I don't know for sure yet, so I can't promise anything, but I really enjoy having the input of the community while I work on the map. So I might start taking kind of a vote to see where we work on next on each stream. I think it'd be a cool way to have everyone interact and have their say on what goes on. There would just be some weeks where I have to focus on something specific, but for the most part, tailoring it to be something that people want to see that week would be really nice. Look at that. I knew I missed some of the grass. It is. It's really relaxing. Definitely, if you've ever thought about doing it yourself, I recommend it. A lot of it's repetitive and tedious, but it really is relaxing. And it's cool when you're out in real life and you see something and you're like, oh, that would look really cool if I made that. And then you go home and make it. It's just so satisfying to look back at your work when it's done. Of course, if you saw the first maps I ever made, those were pretty rough. But it feels really cool to be able to share this now and have people who actually enjoy watching it. It's something I'm very appreciative of. Okay, so the pathway, at least the part of it we're doing for now, is done. So the last thing I want to do before we stop today, I want to cover some of this mountain in larger cliffside pieces. Need to save that. See, this is why you have to make something you like looking at, because you'll be sitting on loading screens half the time when you're working on a map. So you have to enjoy watching it. Excellent. Okay, let's see what we have that fits over here. I think some of these would be pretty good. Let's take a look. I do need that to stop, though. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I've noticed this blurriness that a lot of Megascans have. It seems to be related to using the cloth setting for their shading model, so setting it back to default seems to fix it. Not sure why. You know, I feel like this rock would actually make a really good path at some point. Not for this specific cliff, but could be useful later on. Seeing if I have any more that kind of fit that general look. But yes, I would definitely recommend if you've ever thought about trying this kind of thing. It's really satisfying and rewarding. Highly recommend it. Then you too can place ferns everywhere. That's why I need more varieties of ferns, because obviously we have to put them everywhere. The map just wouldn't be right without it. And I'm going to leave some little patches here and there so we can fit in some different rocks, change it up a little bit, so that we don't have the same pattern the whole way down. Yeah, that's going to have to be a little bigger. But it's a good idea to reuse meshes where you can, models like this. Good for performance. And I think if you're anything like me, you probably would like your games to perform well, so it's definitely something I want to do for you. Put some over here. So now what we can do is pack all of these into one actor that we can drag and reuse. Making sure I didn't grab any out in the rest of the map. I love how predictable that bug is. How it just disappears every time. Ah, I knew it. I did end up grabbing some from somewhere else. So we will actually have to get those out. They're from earlier. Okay, now we can actually pack them into one. And here we go. Now we can move it around a little bit. Oh, whoops. Not literally that one. Oh, I see. It's unloading. Looks like I'll need to make a different piece for that spot. But that's alright, because we actually need to make some paths down through this. So right now it's not extremely accessible. So yeah, we'll throw a couple others in this spot, and then we'll call it a day for today. I think something a little different in that spot. Not that particular one. That might work. Let's try it out. I have to put it sideways. Maybe this. I wanted to have a little bit of coastal rock here, so that's kind of what I'm going for, since right behind us is a big beach area. Ruh-roh raggy. Loading screen. It doesn't fit right there that well. Okay. So as you can see, it takes a little while to do these, so I think we'll stop here for today. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Yeah, mountains can be a little time consuming, but I just like when they have individual rocks like this. It looks really nice, usually. So we'll stop here for today, but I will be back on Tuesday, and hopefully I'll be feeling better by then. I apologize if I was a little quiet today, but I'm sure I'll be doing better by then. But thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again on Tuesday. Have a good day.